new wave of young entrepreneurs understanding that you get to be and do everything you want to do and be.
Exactly.
Like literally, like can't nobody take that from you, can't nobody stop you, can't no obstacle deter you unless you allow it.
If you can dream it, you
Yes.
can do it.
Yes.
What's up, world? We back again. This is G.
And Brittany.
And I know it's been a long time since we did anything with our YouTube channel. I mean, we just got caught up just pretty much doing life events, different things, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get our companies up off the ground and making sure the kids are focused. But anyway, we are back.
And better than ever.
And today, my wife and I pretty much want to touch on some things that we feel may be important. You know, a lot of people ask me because lately I've been speaking on this thing called the new wave. So a lot of people be like, "Gee, what's this new wave you talking about? What is it that you and your wife have going on? What y'all doing? What are y'all planning?" So I just wanna, sit here and just go over a few things with you guys, you know what I'm saying? So going forward, how I define the new wave is a new experience, a new journey, a new lifestyle. You feel me? What you think, huh?
I would say a new wave to me is just trying to move forward in things that are not normal for us. When I say us, I mean us. We have been conditioned, for lack of a better term, to believe certain things are good for us or are for our benefits, or things have been deemed, the right path or the good way to go and what's best for you. And it just seems to me that lately it's becoming quite the opposite, whereas a lot of the stuff that I thought was my secure place or my happy place really isn't. It's really just um, it's what I grew up understanding as far as, like doing the right thing. Like we were always told, be good in school, continue your education, get a good job, find good benefits, pay your bills, stay. It was just like this robotic way of living, and for so long, it was okay with me because I had place to grow in that little box, like I started small, and it was like, all right, I got this job. All right, it's paying me this. All right, they give, health benefits, and now I got my own place, and I'm paying the bills and things are good, and okay, now I'm making more money, and it just became like, like just like anything else where you grow with it. But
You
then
got comfortable.
right, and then I got to a point where it was like, well, damn, how many times am I gonna live in this same cycle but never see what God has put in my heart or in my mind? Like I had these visions from so long ago of me living this lavish lifestyle, and I know that it's not everything, but to me, I just feel like new wave is seeing things for more than what we've been told they are.
Exactly.
Like creating your own vision and understanding that, like, you decide how far you go, you decide what that ceiling is, because to be honest, like I've been heard for so long, the sky is the limit, but that sky is now even higher for us, because it's like we've watched people like conquer things that we would have never in our minds even allowed ourselves to think we can do, because of this is what I've been told to do, this is what I'm doing, it's going well, my bills are paid, they're giving me raises, and it's like that's not the wave. That wave done came and went, and now here's this new wave It's a new wave. It's a new wave of young entrepreneurs understanding that you get to be and do everything you want to do and be.
Exactly.
Like literally, like can't nobody take that from you. Can't nobody stop you. Can't no obstacle deter you unless you allow it.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
Only you can control your own destiny. No one else. And throughout it all, there will be a lot of distractions. You have to be strong-minded to oversee those obstacles. If you stay focused, like she mentioned before, tunnel vision, you will be okay. Period.
It ain't easy though.
Don't let no one change how you feel. And going back to me, 3 years later, I feel totally different now. I feel a lot stronger. I'm a lot educated. And it's like I feel untouchable. Seriously. I mean, can't no one change the way I feel now. Not my wife, not my friends, not my family, not my bosses, not my co-workers, no one. Because I have made up my mind mentally. I have proven to myself and others that I can do this. I'm doing this. So now I want to give myself an opportunity to do it full time on a much higher scale. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So
hello.
That's where I'm at. So like I told people, they was like, damn, G, not to rain on your parade, but we've been working together for a long time. You make real good money, and you just willing to let it all go because of this vision of yours that you see. Once again, they saying, what if it don't work? See, right there, you wrong. So I'm just letting them talk. See, the old me would have been like, yeah, you right. Let me give myself a lot more time. I gave myself enough time to position myself comfortably. So when I make that move, I will be okay. God got me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where I stand with that. And I told myself, number one, with prayer changes everything. Mm-hmm. I pray with my family every night. And like I told myself, I ain't even tell my wife this yet, but I said, listen, I'm going to do my thing, period, real soon. And I'm willing to lose everything for her to gain it all. You understand what I'm saying? That's the mindset. Right there puts me in a different zone. It gives me motivation, because no matter what we did, no matter what I did, no matter what she have done, no matter what we came together and achieved, we done broke barriers. And I know a lot of you guys that know us personally, family and friends, people that's watching us on social media, watching the different levels from what we were back then to where we are now. You understand what I'm saying? It's different. And I mean, we do it so effortlessly. You understand? So it's like, it's easy. So we not even at the point now where we are comfortable. We are doing good for ourselves, but I know we can do a lot better. You understand what I'm saying? And we will. I'm not just doing this for myself or my wife. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for my kids. I'm trying to show my kids a different way from how we were raised.
And not for nothing, like Gerald and I have come a long way in our time, but oh man, we got so much further to go.
Oh
man, like the things that, like the new wave that we're talking about right now, the one that we trying to ride, the one we trying to catch, I can't even, like, honestly, I feel like what I think is gonna happen is just a piece of what he's about to show us and how far he's about to take us. When I say he, I mean God. it's just like he's constantly showing me that, you know, those things you feel, or those visions you see, or those things you hear, like, I'm just giving you seeds, you know, like, take them, plant them in me, and watch, catch the wave.
I want to piggyback on that. Just rewind a few words. Speaking on entrepreneurship, lately I've been reading a lot of motivational books. Both of us have been attending together different networking events just to get a different mindsets to keep us in a positive vibe, you know, mingling, interacting with people that already made it, you know,
or on their way.
Correct. I mean, not necessarily meaning they old. I mean, it's people in our group, our generation, and it's amazing because I know it can be done. These are things that we don't really talk about in the workplace, you know, because once again we are comfortable. But I want to take you guys back 3 years ago. I'm gonna see if you remember this. One day, I took a day off from work because I had so much business with my personal company. So in between time, I took a break, and my wife was currently working, and I gave her a phone call because I couldn't sleep that night because, like I said, I've been reading a lot of motivational books. I've been talking to a lot of people that made it, and they was like, what are you doing? You are wasting your time. There's so much money to be made, and you cannot. And when they told me that you would never get rich working for someone else, period, no matter how much money they are paying you, you know, even if you working on a company that's paying you a 6-figure salary, yeah, you may say, dang, that's good money. Yeah, you're right. That's good money.
That's that box.
But they keeping you boxed in. They paying you a very small percentage. It's a lot to you, but it's a lot more to them. They paying you $100,000 and you making them millions, possibly billions. You know. So
if you break, go ahead, finish your
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if you break that down just in common sense, layman's terms, something that I can understand, because a lot of the times, like, I just need somebody to be like, look, this is what it is and this is what it could be. So if you think about your job, okay? Let's say you make $50,000 a year, okay?
Right.
Which ain't shit. I mean, I'm sorry. It's nothing compared to what you can be making, okay? So let's just say your job says, okay, I can afford to pay you $50,000. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, or the last. It don't even matter. They can afford more.
Correct.
Okay. Now, if they're giving you 50 G's, that means you're bringing in more, because they're not gonna pay you more than you bringing in, right?
Correct.
So with the values that you bring, you're bringing in more money for them to eat before they can pay you that 50 G's, right? So now what you've done is you've brought in, let's just say for math purposes, you brought in 100,000, right? From that 100,000 you brought in, you're at the bottom of the food chain. Understand that. So when them 100 G's came in, that owner get his cut, okay? The person who runs his business gets their cut. That supervisor above your department gets their cut, and then you get your piece. So now, mind you, you the one doing the work. You're the one bringing in the 100 G's, which means you have $100,000 worth of knowledge in your mind to do something, right?
Wow.
Right. So now you have brought them all this money based off of what you know and your skills that you've attained. If you took that and did your own thing, that's your 100,000 off the rip, off the muscle. Ain't nobody eating before you. It's yours. That's the money you leaving on the table. And not for nothing, I'm not saying that entrepreneurship is for everybody, because let me tell you something. Every day I want to say forget it. every day I want to say I'd rather just sit here, collect this blanket, because that's what I call my check. I call my check a blanket. I collect this blanket because it keeps me warm. It keeps me, I know that when it get cold outside, I got a blanket, okay? So in my mind, I keep telling myself, Brittany, you're going to be warm. You're going to be warm, so it's okay. But then I have to remind myself that I can have the blanket, the whole heating system. I could run the power that bring the heat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the mindset that I have to give myself, that I have to stay in, because if I don't, I will be content with that blanket, and that blanket is never going to get me where I know I can go.
Right.
Never. And like I say, it ain't for everybody, and everybody have a place in the world. And I talk to all types of people, even people that I work with, you know, like they'll tell me, Brittany, I've done that. You know, I've owned my own business, and I don't enjoy that stress. I'd rather, you know, go to work, do my job,
and go home.
Cut the phone off, cut it off, and go home, and I'm good. And I understand that. I get that wholeheartedly, because like I said, I'm at the very beginning stages, and it's already sometimes very discouraging. So I'm not saying that it's bad to make them 50K. I'm not saying that it's bad to stay on your job and grow within it, but just understand that you are putting a cap on that growth, because and then the other thing, I don't mean to cut you off, babe, but the other thing that gives me what is it called when you look at something? Point of reference. All right. So my point of reference is the people that own my business, what they have as far as like materialistic things, or like just the way that they carry themselves and they move. God has shown me more. So if I'm sitting there and I'm working for somebody who has less than what God has showed me my portion is, I'm wasting my time, because I'll never be where they are working for them. Mm-hmm. Never. And that's real life facts. So these are certain things that I had to, you know, sit back, reevaluate, and say, Brittany, yeah, you're doing good for yourself, but there's more. There's so much more. Oh, man, there's so much more.
And let me tell you.
3 years ago, finish your story, because I want to hear, see if I remember.
Oh, yeah. But I want to go back 3 years ago.
Yes.
When I thought I was ready. So, once again, she's at her job. I took off so I can do other things pertaining my business. So I gave her a phone. I picked up my phone. I called her, and I told her, I think I'm ready. And she was like,
oh,
ready?
Hell no.
Ready for what? So I was like, all these motivational books that you and I've been reading, the Steve Harvey book, Jump, and this, and this, I think I'm ready. I just want to take the little bit of money that I have saved up and just go full time with what I'm trying to do with my business. From that very moment, there was complete silence. Hello? Did you hang up? Are you still there? So it's so much stuff going on in her mind. So I say, so what do you think about that? Me just cutting ties with my current company and just doing my thing full time. She told me that, you must be crazy. What are you doing? I mean, you the breadwinner. What if it don't work? I cannot pay these bills by myself. So those weren't the words that I really wanted to hear. To me, it wasn't really it wasn't encouraging.
Or need it. You need that.
But I was like, you know what? So I thought about it. After we got off the phone, I thought about it, and I had to reevaluate the situation, which to me was the best thing that I ever did, because I wasn't ready at that time like I thought I was. So with that being said, 3 years going forward, so much have changed in my life. You know, I got a good promotion on my job.
A couple since then.
Right. So I'm making very good money. My company, don't get me wrong, it's a great company. They very good to me. I have a lot of rank in my company. I have a lot of say so.
How long have you been there?
I've been on my company going on 15 years. So I got a lot of pull. I'm well known. But I'm just at the point of my life where I'm just tired of doing the same thing. I just want to feel, I want to be free. I want to feel free to be able to do my own things. I'm sure some of you guys that's watching our videos may feel the same way, may have felt the same way, and change that situation, for the better. Sometimes you just get tired of going into work and you have people over you telling you what to do, telling you when you should go to lunch. You have to make phone calls, calling out sick or whatever it is. You have to take your kids to the doctor. You have to arrange that with your job first.
Not all the time does it's all negative, because anything that doesn't help push you in the direction you're trying to go, for you, that's considered negative. For example, what I did to Gerald 3 years ago when he was ready, that was negative. You know what I mean? Like, I had no place to diminish his feelings, even though God worked it out for our good. It was really not okay. But to my defense, my mind wasn't in the same place his mind was, and that's what it takes. Like,
you didn't see my vision,
right? Like, I wasn't mentally prepared to recondition my mind and understand that it takes faith to move in places that you ain't used to moving in for you to even ever be able to see the outcome. But for me, it was like, this blanket, hold on, hon. Like, we got to stay warm. These kids got to stay warm. Nah, we not finna mess this blanket up. So that it brings another point as far as who you surround yourself with. Like, I can say, like, sometimes it's hard, but I have remove myself from friendships, situations, acquaintances, circles, environments, places. There's so many things that I had to, like, steer from, stay away from, because they either didn't agree with where I'm trying to go, or they weren't mentally there to be able to see it or hear it or converse about it. And, like, so I had to say, you know what, Brittany, like, all right, it's already hard for you to get up every morning. Remember what you're doing. Keep that purpose in mind. Follow these steps that you have, because you got 1,000,001 damn steps to entrepreneurship if you don't know. But it's a lot on your own to stay in tunnel vision. So to do that, you got to make sure the ones that are near that tunnel, like along that tunnel, have the same mindset and the same focus and drive and ambition and motivation, because you feed off of it. I saw an Instagram video. I'm going to figure out who it was. I'm going to remember who it was. She gave me this visual that helped me. I'm real good with visuals. And she said, think about, Alyssa Forever. She said, think about your energy being a color, like a cloud color, right? So when I'm happy, when I'm aligned within, you know what that means to be aligned. When you feel good within yourself, you have this yellow cloud, right? And you walking around with this yellow cloud, and those clouds tend to attract the same color. So if my cloud is yellow, all the other yellow clouds out there are going to be like, hey, you, hey, we on the same energy. Come on, let's feed off of each other. Whereas if you're not aligned, and you're angry, and you're bitter, and you're sour, and you're unhappy, and you're, sad, and you're this robot, and you're tired of life, and you're always the victim, and nothing ever goes right, and I can't get it, and you got this red cloud around you. And in the same way, you attract other people that got that same red cloud, and what happens is They feeding off of you the same way the yellow cloud does. But now, not only are you carrying your own red cloud, but now you got bits and pieces of other red clouds around you. You understand? So it's like, and then that's why you wonder, why do bad things always happen to me? Why can't I get it right? Why does this cycle keep happening?
Right.
Because of that red cloud. That's what it's attracting. Change your cloud. Change your energy. I literally feel like God has brought me here to be light in a dark world. So in the midst of that, He has been blessing me uncontrollably outside of what I can even ask for.
Exactly.
He packages things so pretty.
Oh man.
I'm about to cry because it's like there's nothing I could have done except to try to move in His will. Like His will is what guides me. It's like Gerald and I earlier today were talking about breadcrumbs and how, you know, some people that are before us, whether younger than us, the same age as us, or older than us, have walked this journey that we're trying to walk. For me, it's fashion. For Gerald, it's detailing. It's for you, it might be makeup. You know, like there are people, and you know, that you look at every day on social media and you're like, man, look at them. Like, look at them. I aspire. I can't wait. And they leave these breadcrumbs, right? Like, I've been looking for them breadcrumbs from people and I can't find them. I can't find them. It ain't nobody. And it might just be me. I don't know. But I've been looking in my realm and I can't find them breadcrumbs from nobody. So you know what I did? I stopped looking for them and I asked God to do it for me. And boy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about these breadcrumbs and these paths that He's been taking me down that couldn't nobody that I've been watching take me down. Nobody. So when you have something in your heart, don't let mediocrity stop it. Don't let your blanket stop it. Don't let them negative voices stop it. Don't let these parties and these streets stop it, because all of that gonna stop it.
Go for what you want.
Yes.
Please. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but I feel like, I think, like, for me at least, I feel like it ain't even just about the legacy, because, like, yeah, the legacy is important.
Very important.
It is important. So, like, don't get me wrong. But I feel like we was talking earlier today when you were like, and I heard it something else where it's like, it's not a practice run. You know, like,
this is not a practice life. That's right. What I said. You don't get no practice life.
You get like one shot.
That's it.
You get like one chance, and every minute that goes by, you never get back. And everybody that I talk to talks about how time flies and how in the blink of an eye, you know, like, you this age and then you this age. And now that I'm 30, like, I see that. I see that in my kids. I see that in me. I see that in, you know, like, everyone around me. Like, time moves. So I feel like, okay, if God told you this is possible for you, because He has made it, I can't even say clear, evident. He has made it evident to us of where it is we supposed to be. Gerald and I sleep, we eat, we like, this is what we talk about.
Great minds think alike.
Like, this is all every minute that we're sitting still, we're trying to figure out
different ways to accomplish.
What are we supposed to be doing right now to grow?
Correct.
Right? So these things, these mental notes that won't let us just relax and just chill, He has put in our minds for a reason. So let's just say Gerald and I say, okay, we're good, we're content, we make good money, we're comfortable, we do what we want when we want, but we can't, you know, we still got to check prices, and, you know, like, if I'm going to do this, I probably shouldn't do. Listen, God say, Brittany, listen here, you got one life, right? I've given you all the resources you need. You are fully equipped. You are more than enough, and I have shown you what you are going to do in your life.
Amen.
How dare you sit still?
Ooh-wee.
Like, how dare you sit still? When you have the means to, like He said, break more barriers, break cycles, recondition your mind, teach your children something that you didn't know.
Correct.
Show them that they never in their life have to work for somebody, for some health insurance, if they don't want to. Period. They don't have to go to college if they don't want to.
Right.
It is not a necessity to live what God has put in your heart. Instead, use what he did give you and soar, baby. Because, listen, like, I'm looking at these people. I'm watching these. Social media has given us TV channels galore, and this junk is real life. Like, these people are really getting paid to look dumb on Instagram. And I'm not being funny, I'm being serious. There are comedians on Instagram who get paid to do that. And they get paid good money.
Exactly.
So how dare I give every day that God has given me and sit behind the desk and push papers or coordinate something that I really don't want to do about some stuff that really don't have nothing to do with me, day after day after day after day, making that blanket.
It ain't worth it, man. At some point in your life, it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen at all. It really depends on you as an individual. You have to want this. You have to want change. I know a lot of you guys are sitting on your job doing things like she say you just tired of. Some of y'all dread going to work. How many times you go to work faithfully, don't call out, you there doing your job, sometimes going over and beyond, but your company is so big, so corporate-like, that you always tend to get overlooked. You don't get raises when you're supposed to get them, if you get them at all. You understand what I'm saying? We have to change the way we do things. You understand? It's like, I'm tired of that. Speaking on myself, you know? Let me do my own thing. Let me determine what I want to make. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, it's
crazy.
It's overwhelming. It's like, but it's a good feeling. You understand? It's good to me. You understand? I enjoy it.
It's a challenge for sure.
It is a challenge.
It is a challenge.
But if you can work on someone's job for 8, 10, 12, 15 hours, given 100%
of you,
of all your hard work and effort, your time, imagine what you gonna do working for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a big difference. If I'm giving my job 100% in time and effort, imagine what am I doing for myself and my company. Oh man.
For real.
And it shows.
And it's like
because it's a passion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And it ain't work. Like I remember hating Mondays. Oh my God. Like literally Sunday I'd have anxiety. Sunday afternoons I'd be like, damn, all over again. Like something ain't right. Something ain't sitting right within me. Like this not life. This not how it's supposed to be. I gotta.
Ooh-wee.
And then the other thing that scared me was I could sit here and name probably like maybe more than one hand, maybe almost two, of people that I know who have worked 20, 30, 40 years, right? On one job, on multiple jobs. To me, it really doesn't matter, because your time is your time no matter where it was spent. But they spent all this time on these people jobs or on these people workplace, and they close down, they sell it, they get rid of your department, they retire, they can't afford to pay all 5 of y'all, so they gonna get rid of 3 of y'all to keep 2. Like, I've seen it.
That time.
I've seen it. I've seen people retire from jobs that were supposed to be amazing as far as benefits went, but when they retired, they had nothing.
Ooh-wee.
They had nothing, or what they had was just enough for them to pay the taxes on their house that they lived in all their life, or, you know, pay for their medical bills outside of the insurance that they paying for. I'm just like, where's the reward? Because to me, time means so much. It's so valuable that it's almost invaluable. You know, like, what did I do? Like, there's no way I can make it to 60 years old saying, like, oh man, I worked for these people for 40 years. It's time to retire. And I'm living off of my 401k.
Oh man.
Some stuff that they told me was like necessary, damn near required to be able to live when you get older. Like, are you kidding me? When I can spend this time right now to figure out a way to build an empire and to stack my money in an account, I don't really give a damn about a 401k company. Like, that's where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to be in the place where it's like health insurance. I'm good. I go see a facialist every other day.
Hey, check this out, man. I had a conversation.
Esthetician, that's what
last week. I was sitting in Starbucks, just minding my own business. Like I said, I was reading a motivational book, and this guy, he came in and sat in front of me. He was reading something on his laptop. So him and I just started engaging in conversation. Now, to me, he looked like an average guy, just like me. I mean, he wasn't dressed fancy, no suit and tie, just came in regular. Slides on, button-up shirt with a ball cap like me. So as we sat engaged in conversation, I said, we going somewhere. We've been talking for a good 10 minutes, and he just started telling me what he do, and I explained to him what I did. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, this dude have money. I'm sure this guy, he's a millionaire. So that came out. He was a millionaire. He didn't even look like it, you know? But to make a long story short, he was telling me that he don't even have insurance, health insurance, which is crazy. Because you know why? He got money. Guess what? When him and his family get sick, they can afford to go to the hospital or the urgent care, whichever one, and pay the bill in full. Okay, you got a $30,000 hospital bill. Okay, they cut that check right then. They don't have no debt. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. We have to change the mindset.
What? Yeah, that's
oh,
the
man.
to me, like, honestly, to me, that's the hardest part, and I'm still working on that every day, is trying to see things from their view.
Right.
Because their view, when you sit down and talk to people who money's never an object, you know, like,
it's endless.
Like, for them, they don't even talk about that. They talk about things that make their heart flutter, and, like, you know, where they took their family and what their kids, they don't talk about money.
Right.
At all. It's never brought up, and it's very interesting to me, and I'm working on, like, mentally getting myself there, because I was raised in a single parent home with two other siblings. It was us three and my mom, and money was scarce. You know, you had to be careful where it was spent and what you was doing and when you was doing it, and if you can go and if you couldn't, and you know how much it cost. And so growing up, it was the same mentality. Like, now I have to recondition myself and say, Brittany, like, that check ain't as secure as what they told you. Like, these benefits they're not as important as they told you. That degree, that's debt. They never told you. When they told you to get out of 12th grade and go to a college, they never said, Brittany, when you leave there, you're going to have tens of thousands of dollars that you're going to owe these people. And just so you know, when you was 18 and you chose that major, or 19 or 20, and you chose that major, and now you 30 and you don't give two craps about being an accountant or whatever it is that you paid to be, now you out here looking for another job, or you looking to get a job with your degree that you hate, and you back at square one. Ooh. With tens of thousands of dollars a day. Like, they don't tell you these things. So it's like, as you get older and you learn these things, now you have to tell your mind, like, the minute something like that pops in, it's like, hold on. Remember the new stuff. Remember what Ben told you, or remember what Jesse said, because they where you trying to be.
Or Michael.
Or Austin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
Billy
works too.
Oh, yeah.
Them people, they smart. I'm telling you. And Gerald and I have been doing a lot of networking for multiple reasons. One, of course, the obvious would be so that they hear about our business, but also because you run into people and you hear these stories that you be like, damn. Like, damn.
Real,
you know, like, oh man, like, so this is what you do on your off time. Also, like, I was today we took the train, right?
There it is.
We took the train because Gerald and I felt like we wanted to pretend like we already where we trying to go. So we was like, forget it. Today we just gonna, take the train to Miami, have lunch, come back, pick up our kids. So we taking the train, and on the way there, it's a golf course, and the golf course is pretty full. It's a Friday, so I'm sure that a lot of people who enjoy that kind of thing would do that on a Friday. But as I'm taking the train there, I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, I wish my granddad could have been able to do something like this, or my grandparents, or whatever. Like my mom, I hope that, like my mom still works. And that's another thing, like, she can't even come visit her kids because her job, she doesn't have the time on her job to take off. Like, that baffles the hell out of me. Like,
you're gonna change that, trust me.
That grinds my gears. I heard Charlamagne say that today and I was laughing. It grinds my gears when you have to say, I can't go to lunch at this time.
That's
or
crazy.
I can't visit you because I already used my week for the year that they gave me. Or, I can't take this day off because such and such already requested it off.
Correct.
Like, that eats me alive.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. That right there gets under my skin. I like, that is what caused me to sit down with my boss and be like, I can't do it no more. I need my time. I cannot sit here and allow another grown person to tell me, a mom of two, that I can't do certain things with my time. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
So that's why I'm saying, like, all the things that I was told ain't adding up no more. Or if it's adding up to some stuff that I ain't got nothing to do with. So I'm trying to get some other components and add them up, because those things seem to be working for the people that I'm trying to get on their level. So that's where I am today. Today I am doing everything in my power and in my resources, because of course we have to go with our resources, because like we said before, the money ain't always there right now. We got to be careful where we spend it. And then we're young parents who own a home, so we got to be careful where our time goes. And so all the extras that I have that don't go to what is needed is going to building this new wave.
So what's the moral of the story?
Moral of the story is,
some Breakfast Club type of stuff. You heard me? What's the moral of the
who
story?
is the donkey of the day? To me, moral of the story is, figure out what God gave you, right? Your gift. Mm-hmm. Figure that out. And it's hard, so get your books, because there's plenty of books out there that's going to help you figure that out. Get your books together. Start asking yourself, what do you like to do on your spare time? I don't give a damn if you say, I like to sit by the beach and drink, because you can monetize that. It's people who get on planes for free, go to hotels and stay 5-star for free, go to excursions in the places that they go for free, and then they record it and they get paid to do it on top of the free stuff. So let me tell you, don't worry about if it's been done or it's being done. Figure out what it is you like to do. Put on your tunnel vision glasses.
And just do it.
And go. So yeah, just go. Take what you've been given, figure out how to move and do one step at a time. Put one foot in front of the other. And call us, write us, DM us, text us. We don't mind. Just, let us know what your vision are. We'll tell you what you're supposed to be doing. Move. Just move. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But anyway.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
I know we've been gone for a long time.
A long time. And I want to know what y'all, tell us what your visions are and tell us what you're going to do in order to take the first step. It's tax season now, so y'all should have the money to at least get that LLC going. At least.
Start your business, man.
Start it and
do
just
it the right way.
Just go.
Register your company and just go and enjoy life doing what you already doing now. But you are a legitimate company. You are getting paid now. You paying taxes.
Your own money. Them 100 G's.
Can't no one change that.
Ain't nobody eating but you, girl.
Can't no one change that but you. So go and do it.
Do it, boo.
Run. Full speed. No look back.
Forrest Gump fast.
Oh, man. And
Tunnel
I guarantee
vision like Kodak. What else? Who else we could quote? Quote some Migos real quick. What Migos gonna say that's gonna motivate you? Walk it like you talk it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was a good one. Okay, we got to go, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we inspire y'all. Please inspire us because we need it.
Exactly.
Love y'all.
Bye.